Hello, all, I'm Guna Mathivanan, Current Affairs faculty from Officers IAS Academy. Today, we will be discussing our fifth current affairs setlist topic, that is regarding evergreening of patent. Let's take Guna Pharma. Let's take Guna Pharma. So, this Guna Pharma is coming up with a drug, a new drug, original drug, which is a life-saving drug which cures a lot of diseases. Now, for this drug, Guna Pharma applies for patent. And Guna Pharma got patent. And this patent is for 20 years. Now, for this 20 years, Guna Pharma has got exclusive right to produce, to sell in the market. So, obviously, Guna will be making huge profit because for 20 years, I'll be the monopoly. Now, after 20 years, what happens? The patent will expire. So, when the patent expires, other pharma companies can also produce the same drug. When they produce, that will be called as generic drug. Friends, my third video was related to generic drugs. If you haven't watched, please watch my previous videos because my previous 4 videos are related to intellectual property. So you'll have a better clarity on this topic. Right. So after 20 years, it will expire, and once after expiry, other pharma companies can produce the same drug, but that time it will be called as generic drug. And these generic drugs will be sold for a very cheap price, very affordable price. Why? Watch that video, you will get full clarity. Okay, so point here is Guna Pharma for 20 years he makes maximum profit. After that, patent expires, his profitability will come down. So what happens now? What Guna does? He is bringing some small changes to a drug. See, we know that a drug has two components. I have discussed in the previous videos. A drug has two components. One is called as active pharmaceutical ingredient. Another one is called as passive pharmaceutical ingredient. This active pharmaceutical ingredient is the most important part, which is the actual drug which will cure. This passive pharmaceutical ingredient, that is not the actual drug. That is maybe that might give some color to the drug. That might give some taste, flavor to the drug. That color and flavor is not going to cure the disease. It is the API which is going to be very helpful in curing the disease. So what Guna Pharma does, after this 20 years, or during that, when we come closer to 20 years and the patent is going to expire, this Guna Pharma is doing a slight modification, to the drug. That is, API is not disturbed, but PPI is slightly modified. Blue colored tablet gets into a pink colored tablet. That's all. Right? Flavor they are changing, taste they are changing. In simple terms, I'm trying to explain. So without bringing any efficiency in the drug, without improving the therapeutical efficacy of the drug, without doing that serious improvement, without any bigger improvement, by bringing a cosmetic change, this Guna Pharma is trying to apply once again patent. So it is trying to apply a secondary patent. Right? See, first they applied primary patent. They applied primary patent for the original drug. Now 20 years is about to come to an end. So now the same Guna Pharma, by bringing some cosmetic change, they want to extend the patent. So they have applied secondary patent. One more time they have applied for patent. When the second time when they apply, let's say already 20 years, now they want to extend that patent, let's say for another 5 years. So if the secondary patent is given, then they will extend their monopoly for another 5 years. But remember, first time it was original. Second time they have done only cosmetic change. So by bringing that cosmetic changes, by changing only the PPI, when they apply for patent once again, that is called as evergreening of patents. That is called as evergreening of patents. So our Indian Patent Act, our Indian Patent Act 1970 was not having any provision to prohibit evergreening of patents. The original act had no provision to prohibit this. But in the year 2005, an amendment was introduced to this act and Section 3D was added. The Section 3D is prohibiting It prohibits the evergreening of patents. So section 3D was added in the 2005 amendment, which is prohibiting the evergreening of patents. Section 3D says a new form of a older substance cannot be patented. A new form of a older substance. That is what happened. Guna Pharma, the original drug is the older one. The new drug which you have developed by doing some cosmetic change, which is nothing but a new form of a older drug for which you cannot apply patent. Right? So this was added in section 3D in 2005. So what happened? A Switzerland-based pharma company called as Novartis, a Switzerland-based pharma company. So in India, they applied for evergreening of patents, and India rejected. Indian Patent Office they rejected. Quoting the section 3D, they were rejecting it. So Novartis went to Supreme Court. So in Supreme Court in 2013, judgment was given. So that judgment was going with the section 3D. So Supreme Court in 2013 said section 3D is valid. Section 3D is valid. So in India, we are not encouraging evergreening of patents. See, if you come up with some serious change in the API, if this active pharmaceutical ingredient, if that is getting changed, when API is getting changed, you apply for patent once again. No problem, sir. But you do only cosmetic change. You come up with a new form of a older substance, and there is no big change, when there is no serious change, when there is no development, when there is no development in the efficiency, when there is no improvement in the therapeutic efficacy, then section 3D says patent will not be extended. When there is no change, only when there is cosmetic change, evergreening is not allowed in India. Now, why I am discussing about all these topics? If you see, my first topic was intellectual property, second one was geographical indication, third one was generic drugs, fourth one was about the compulsory licensing. All these topics are connected with intellectual property. So why I am stressing this much in intellectual property? Because you have to understand why it was in news. Johnson & Johnson, we all know, famous pharma company, Johnson & Johnson. So they came with a drug called as bedaquiline. They came with a drug called as bedaquiline, which cures TB. Bedaquiline is a TB curing drug, and this bedaquiline, so Johnson & Johnson has applied patent for bedaquiline. The patent expires in 2023. The patent expires in the year 2023. So now what Johnson & Johnson did, they were trying to extend the patent. They want to evergreen the patent. They came with a slight modification to the bedaquiline components. They made a slight change in the bedaquiline components, and they once again applied for patent. They want to extend this patent till 2027. So they applied for secondary patent, which is nothing but evergreening of patents. Indian Patent Office, we rejected that secondary patent. We said, Johnson & Johnson, you have not improved anything on your API. You have changed your PPI. There is no improvement in the efficacy of the drug. So we will not, under section 3D, we will not provide you evergreening of patent. We will not provide you that secondary patent. So India rejected Johnson & Johnson's patent request. That's why it was in news. Very important news. Don't think UPSC will be asking only about bedaquiline. UPSC will be asking only about evergreening of patents. No, we have to understand all the related basic concepts. What is an intellectual property? What are the different avenues through which we can protect the intellectual property? Associated issues, generic drugs, effort taken by the government. Pradhan Mantri Bharati Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana we discussed previously. Efforts taken by the government. What about the success of that effort? And what is this evergreening of patents? Everything we should have an understanding. Only then we can manage both mains as well as we can tackle prelims easily. Right? So here I have given about evergreening of patents. Right? Evergreening information I have given in the slides. You can make a note, pause the video, take a screenshot. Evergreening an Indian patent law, I have given here. That Novartis case, Switzerland pharma company versus Union of India, Supreme Court came with a verdict in 2013. That information I have given here. And what about this Johnson and Johnson? That information also I have given here. We can go through. We can make a small notes. If you want, you can make a screenshot of these slides as well. Now, based on our discussion, I have given a multiple choice question. Find out the right answer and give it in the comment section. You can also share your opinion about the video series in the comment section. You can also share your opinion on India's rejection over this patent request of Johnson and Johnson. What is your opinion? That also you can share. I hope the initiative is useful. So in next video, we will be discussing about government e-marketplace, an interesting topic about an online portal, which we will be discussing in the next video. Right, friends? See you next video. Till then, bye. Take care.